Well, you guys, this is my biggest skateboard yet. And when you look at all the things I've skated on this channel, it really is in increments, but the question is, can I still get tech on this board? Or is this board for a Hesh Lord? Well, it is. This is the Grayson Fletcher board. So this is an element deck. It is 8.5. It is 32.25 long. So that's long. That's the longest deck I've ever ridden. I've ridden a reel that long, a couple of them. And 8.5, I've never actually had an 8.5. I've got 159s on this as well. So 8.75 trucks, 54 millimeter Spitfire Classics. And I've got like a grip of 8-inch decks at home. I'm gonna be skating 8-inch decks for a while, and I really wanted to skate a bigger board for a bit before I step down to those because, you know, they're little. So it's funny, and it doesn't make sense, guys, but I've learned something about myself. Whenever I skate small boards, I fear skating big boards. When I skate big boards, I fear skating small boards. So I've learned something about myself in this, and that's that I enjoy whatever skateboard I ride because I love skateboards. And I obviously fear change and the future. So let's live in the moment and skate this 8.5 and be rad about it. So just a few quick flat ground tricks to get her started, and we'll finish the session off with my nemesis on big boards, 360 flips. Oh! Whoa! So as you can see, I gotta work pretty hard to get a half decent 360 flip on flat. Switch is like out of the question. But anyways, I guess this wasn't really supposed to be a board review, but right now it kind of is. This deck is nice. Like, it's pretty mellow. I would call it medium mellow, and that's what makes it work so good with a heavy truck like a 159. I'm able to actually lift these off the ground with relative ease because of the mellowness. And I know I talk about that all the time, but there you have it. I'm looking forward to taking this thing into the bowls and the parks. Gonna get lofty. Somewhere, maybe. Today's my third day on this setup, and I'm having a lot of fun on it, you guys. I really like it. For something so heavy, it has so much pop, but there is kind of a comfortable limit. And today I decided to push that limit a little. In a lot of cases, the heft of this board actually feels really awesome when doing grinds. So you can like feel the board has its own momentum that you have to keep up to. So you can actually be a lot more carefree when jumping onto ledges, because like even if the ledge isn't as slick as you would usually have it, the board has its own momentum that it kind of takes off with. So that's really nice. But there is a limit, and I found it when trying to do frontside feebles and backside smiths. Because the front of the board is so heavy, you have to lean back extra hard. And because it's heavy, it's also just harder to get up onto the rail. So I definitely noticed those being more of a challenge. Like, I'm getting a calf workout today. Next, I thought I'd test it on this ledge. And I'm pretty sure this ledge is maybe like right around the same height as the courthouse ledge. Maybe minus like an inch or something. It's up to my knee. That's a long shin. That makes this a tall ledge. That's a tall ledge no matter what setup you're on. Oh. It might help if I wax it. There's zero wax on this. It is now Tuesday morning, you guys, and still having fun here. The more I ride this, the more fun it is. It also looks like it's gonna rain, but I know it's not going to. You wanna know how I know? My knees don't hurt. Yes, I'm that old. Let's take a quick look at this shape, and then I'm gonna show you guys a trick I finally figured out and let you know the secret. This is such a good looking shape. It's like the most slightly tapered popsicle shape on the nose, so tons of room for my feet. The tail is as big as some noses I skate, and again, slightly tapered popsicle. Really nice shape. I am really liking this board. Backside tail stalls. That's the trick. After 25 years, I finally maybe figured them out. So the problem I always had with them is when I would get up here, once I slowly got into the tail stall, I'd have my toes hanging off way too much. I don't know if you guys can see that, right? So my foot would be here. Super sketchy way to drop back in. So what I finally figured out is I was messing up on the ride up. So I'm a frontside guy, and I like to have my foot sort of firmly in here, like the ball of my foot in the center of the board. And that's my comfort zone for doing all my tricks. That doesn't work for a backside tail. What I finally tried was putting my foot more like this when I ride up. So by the time I get up into back tail, my foot's up here instead of over here. Finally actually feeling comfortable riding up to go do them. Let's see if it works on the taller one. I'm still scared of them. That was 3 in a row that time. What do you know, it works. Never felt more comfortable on those. Maybe someday I'll be able to slide a backside tail on transition. That's like a bucket list trick for me. I'm all right, you guys. That sounded worse than it was. Anyways, I got arrogant there, you guys. And you know the old saying, pride comes before a fall. I should put some more time in working on those instead of trying to capture one on video to show off, be all showboaty. Well, that was fun, you guys. So I figured out why I like this so much, why this setup works for me so well. So it's partly aesthetics. It's a beautiful looking setup. I love the bottom color. I love the top color. I love the way indies look. I love the way classics look. So if you look at my Instagram posts, here's a little screenshot. When I look down, it's the same setup, but scaled up. So here's what's going on. I am riding my skateboard. So that's what it comes down to, is like when I look down, I see my skateboard. When I'm doing my tricks, it feels the same, just a little heavier and scaled up. But the nose shape is exactly the same. Everything is the pop feel and like the concave and the steepness that I prefer. So basically, I'm on my ideal setup. It's just like scaled way up. And I'm still able to skate it pretty well because of that. I will admit though, in spite of the fact that I was landing stuff, some of the attempts feel pretty hairy. Hip time! If you guys didn't get the memo yet, I love this setup. That was 5 fun days. Fun but tiring days of skating this pretty heavy setup. I think I'm gonna set this up on my Indy Titanium 149s, and then it'll be amazing. Like the heft, it'll feel probably perfectly balanced, but I guess you'll never know. Also, I've been super happy with this deck. It feels like a really nice deck, great shape, good quality wood. This one is made at the Generator Factory. It seems Element really isn't using PS anymore. Anyways, it's been a long video. I don't have anything else to say right now, you guys, because the more I say, the longer this video gets. And you know, you should have stopped. It's that time again, guys. Time to go skate. Go ride a board. Whether it's heavy or light, go out there and do your version of killing it.